Hey guys, what's up? It's Michael here. I'm just going to do a review and overlook of my sound system I currently installed in my 2009 Hyundai Sonata. I recently installed a Sound Ordnance subwoofer system. It's a single 12-inch ported enclosure, and I'll get onto that. I'm going to first start off in the interior of the car, though, just to show you guys what I have in here. So I have my Pioneer FHX700BT head unit, which is a very nice head unit, and then I have my mic, and I have a whole separate video about these two things, so I'm not even going to really review these, but I'm going to show you the amplifier I got is also Sound Ordnance amplifier. It did come up with a control knob for your bass, so not getting very good light in here. But that's going to be the controller right there, as you can see. And then I'll just show you guys when I power my car on, Alright, so when I power my car on, obviously the light turns on here. Let me shut my door. But obviously when I turn my car on, alright, so obviously when my head unit is on, the power is going to be on my amp here, and basically if I just shut the car off, my amp's going to turn off. So that way I do know if my amp's actually functioning properly or not. But other than that, that's going to be the interior. We're going to move on to the sub itself, because that's what we really came here for. I'm just going to pop my trunk, and we'll move on to the sub. So again, this is a 12-inch ported enclosure. I am currently running it with a Sound Ordnance amplifier, which is running about 210 watts RMS. So this sub is supposed to be handled up to 350 watts RMS. I currently have 210, and honestly, guys, that's plenty enough room for what I really need. I'm not looking to shake the house, but this sub easily will make your whole car rattle, easily. So overall, I'm going to go over the build of the box. I've had this sub for about a month and a half now. On the outside of the subwoofer, you know, it got this nice carpeting material. It does say Sound Ordnance on top, which is very nice. And then you got the whole subwoofer cone itself, and then you have your ported opening here. And then overall, though, this sub is awesome. Right now, Crutchfield has it on sale for about $90, which is a steal in my opinion. This easily could go for $150, and I mean, it would still be worth it. Over here, I have this paired. This is the amplifier. It is a Sound Ordnance M-1350. It runs, right now, I am running this on an 8-gauge amplifier wiring kit. I do have the loom material on this with the remote turn-on wire, as you see here. And then I have 12-gauge speaker wire, which is also pretty good. It's pretty cheap. If you get it from Crutchfield, it's like $1 per foot, something like that. Other than that, though, I have the amp just secured by Velcro on my carpeting, because just so it doesn't slide around or anything like that. And it actually does a really good job at it. And I just got my ground wire here, as you can see, just attached to a body ground there. And then, other than that, though, this is the amplifier. I'll go ahead and open up my back seat so we can take a look at the controls and everything, so you guys can get a look at that here. So over here we have the amplifier from the back. You can kind of see the lighting isn't optimal in here. The camera would adjust. There you go. So as you can see, you got a lot of controls. So for the price of this amp, again, this amp retails for around $89, about the price of the subwoofer. So as you can see, you got a lot of controls there, and I do apologize, my camera does not want to focus at all. There we go. So you got your bass boost, you got a lot of filters. And overall, I mean, you have 2 RCA inputs for, I don't know, and then you also have over there, it has 2 lights on it. One's going to be protection, a power surge, and the other one obviously is just when it's turned on. So that's that. And then I do have this awesome RCA cable here. I'll also just flip this seat down so you guys can see behind the subwoofer. So this is what I have hooked up currently. This is the back of the subwoofer. It has these nice terminals here. Just push down, and I got the loom all the way hooked up here. So the sub overall, though, like I said, I mean, for 89 bucks, this thing is awesome. It's really well built, and I mean, from what you can see here, you know, it's got some nice terminals, and I mean, I did a nice, pretty clean install, I think. So other than that, though, that's pretty much everything there. So I'm not gonna do your typical. I'm not really gonna. I mean, I'll get in the car and I'll turn it on here just to show you guys what it sounds like. It's always hard to really tell what subwoofers sound like on a test or on a phone itself or any type of video camera, because just the output's really hard. But we'll try here. So I'm just gonna put on something from the radio. And before I start doing this, I'm just going to start with my bass. Alright, so before I start this, I'm just going to start with all the bass controller all the way down, then I'm going to turn it up as we go on, and then I'll let you guys know when I hit max. So here we go.
Oh my gosh,
and that's going to be max right there.
Did you hear about that baby that stopped breathing during traffic along a busy Miami freeway? Check out this story on my blog, wild955.com.
Alright guys, so I'm going to plug in. I have this little flash drive here. It's a Lamborghini. It has some Lil Wayne music on it, which I really never listen to. That's why it's in my glove box. But I'm just gonna, because some of these songs have pretty good bass on them. I know I'm gonna get hate comments for Lil Wayne music, but whatever. So here it goes. So I'm gonna go to the outside and I'll show you guys. And you got your ported, obviously. This is a very boomy bass. Alright, so that's pretty much that. So overall, it's a pretty awesome system. It's going to be plenty of boom. Now, if you want to shake houses and everybody, you know, you want to be really noticed, this may not be the best setup for you, but if you're looking to really feel the bass inside of your vehicle, as far as feeling it go through your body and your seats in your car, and shake your mirrors, this is going to do the job for that. Overall, I would highly recommend this system. It is I was looking for something, a budget system, as you would call it. You know, not something that's $300, $400, $500. I did want to spend around the $250 range, and I did exactly spend around $250 with the wiring kit, with the actual sub itself, and the amplifier. So again, I'll just show you guys real quick what we got here. And pop my trunk. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything, guys. If you have any questions about my setup, what I did for wiring, again, I do have a 2009 Hyundai Sonata. So if any of you guys have, this is an NF version Sonata. So if you guys had any questions about what I hooked my amp up to as far as the remote wire, just feel free to leave me a comment, and I'll respond as quick as I can. But again, if you guys are looking for a amplifier and a subwoofer that you don't want to break the bank, but you do want something that's going to be pretty awesome, I would highly, highly, highly recommend Sound Ordnance systems. They are awesome. They have an awesome warranty as well. They have a 3-year a 3-year warranty on them. So if you have any issues at all with these amps or subwoofer during that 3 years, they'll pretty much either fix it or they'll replace it for you. Thanks for watching, guys.